Alright, so let's get to it. I changed the name. The name is the deck's now called Schooling. And I think the scholar suggestion as the picture was a good idea. So, let's check it out. I'm not predicting a full 5 wins with this deck. I am worried about what we do versus very aggressive aggro, and our removal is subpar. We have very little instant. I think we have no instant speed removal, no combat tricks, and I think that makes for a bit of a weak interaction with the board state. We have some big creatures, so we'll see. Maybe we can just beat them with creatures. Maybe we'll find we want uncomfortable chills. I don't know yet. Okay. So this is typical FilthyRobot luck right here. I'm going to start with no lands whatsoever, so I just have to mulligan and go down a card. Can't do anything about that. No lands is not playable, so get wrecked. Okay, this is better. We've got a ramp and a creature, but we're going to run out of cards in this. We'll hold this. I don't need another land on top of that. We've got 4 there. Let's drop the island. All right, tap land first, since I can't do anything. What did I just do? I mulligan Kex. So I had a hand that was unplayable, so I threw it away. I got 1 less card out of that, but by getting 1 less card, I got a new hand. Cost me something to do that, though. We can bore on 4, which is nice. Or bore on 3. That trades really poorly with us, unfortunately. I think I'm going to Drake instead. I guess the boar would stop him from swinging. Or rather, yeah, would have stopped him from swinging. So I'm not blocking that. Take the damage. Another Swiftclaw. This guy's overdrafted that card in my opinion. I'm going to play a Rejuvenator since it trades with his fucking Swiftclaws. Take the Forest. Unfortunately, we just put both our Dreadmaw and our Scholar on the bottom of the deck, which is really not okay. Let's just swing with the Drake. He's looking for lands. He missed 1 land drop here. So I'm already out of cards. This is the problem with mulliganing, right? We have 3 sources of card draw, the Colossal Majesty and 2 Oracles in our deck. Hopefully we'll hit one of those, do something. He should be stalled on the board. His 3/1s can't attack into us without down trading terribly. That's the card I wanted to see. Do I have enough mana for both? We've got 6, 7. We're 1 off. No, this is 7. This is 3 and 4. That seems reasonable. All right, let's get Colossal Majesty out. Then the boar. And then swing in the air. Get some more damage in on face. Boar over Spider right now. Spider was trading better earlier, but the Colossal Majesty really synergizes with the boar. It's about to get dwindled, but I don't mind it being a source of dwindle. That's fine. I missed my draw, unfortunately, but nothing I can do about that. He wants to attack with Swiftclaws with no mana. I'm happy to oblige. Do I think I'll get better value than a 3 block? Maybe. Dead land, of course. So what else would we ever draw? Let's go ahead and swing with the Drake. Just out of fucking cards right now. I've drawn a million lands, flooded out on lands, and I have nothing to do with them. Hold the island to represent something. Why not swing with the Rejuvenator? Because he doesn't have to block it, Vidiez. And if he doesn't block it, I do 1 damage to him, and his counter swing is 6 damage to me. So I want it there to represent a blocker that he doesn't want to deal with. Axe is totally useless for us here. Well, that's not true. We can actually get Colossal Majesty value out of it. That's actually fairly valuable. I'd take it back. I was looking at my stats. I'm like, it only brings us up to 3. That doesn't change anything, but it does. Let's put it on our Drake. Drake goes to 5. Combat power we can get for 5 in the air, as well as get a draw out of this. Leave the cow to trade with the 3/1 if it happens that way, and hopefully we'll get a draw out of this. So we're flooding on lands right now with 7. But opponent's been out of land until now, so maybe this is something. He's got Invoke the Divine in his main deck that both heals him as well as kills my axe. It's super bad for us right now. Omen Speaker's great. It's going to smooth out what we're drawing. It also stalls the board even more, which is what I want. Skyrider Patrol is amazing. We'll take that. And let's get in with the Drake. Still getting no value out of our Colossal Majesty right now. He's up to 5 lands. Presumably he's going to do things now. He's had really good answers for our stuff. Okay, I'm going to get some value here out of the boar as a blocker. Just made his Swiftclaw unblockable. That's kind of scary. So we'll block there. All right. Let's get this guy down on the board. Combat phase. Just trying to think who I want to attack with. I need all my blockers back to hold his stuff off. So it's just the Drake. So we're going to boost the Drake to 4 combat strength anyways. Seems good. Let's pay this with the green and a blue. And Drake gets combat boost. Hit him for 4. He's at 6. We're each taking 4. Draw 2 cards next turn. Let's play land. If he has another removal, which in a hand of 4 with blue-white, he might. I'm in a bit of trouble here. Naturalize is definitely coming in from our sideboard. Haven't seen a flyer from him yet. He's dead next turn. So unless he does something, but he has 2 targets, right? The Drake is a big target for him because it triggers Colossal Majesty. The Skyrider Patrol is a big target for him because it's a win condition. So that's pretty fucking lame. He's had a lot of answers to us. It's really annoying. All right, guess we'll draw a Drake here. Still can't attack with my land units. I can get in for 2 here. So we're going to boost the Drake up. If he has any combat trick, we're dead. Because I can't block the Swiftclaw. I didn't forget that the Skyrider ability gives temporary flying. It's just that I don't want to attack with either my 1/3, so I've had no target I could give it to. He managed to prevent us from ever drawing a card with Colossal Majesty from his removal, which is fucking obnoxious as shit. All right, what would I like to do differently for his deck? He had no flyers. I wasn't worried about that. I kind of want to throw in a Naturalize to deal with his enchantments, both dwindle and he had a second one. I can't remember what it was right now. Oh, right, the unblockable effect. And I might even throw in a Totally Lost versus him. He did run enchantments. What do I want to remove for this? I don't really want to remove anything right now. I think the oracles were fine. Just going to run it. Doesn't change the deck layout too much. All right, so we're 1 game up right now. I could cut an Elvish, but I don't want to. I mean, we didn't get to show any of our big creatures, but having some big creatures on demand might actually be good. All right, how's this? We've got ramp and a 5. I'm keeping it in land. It's not a great hand, but it's something. He scried, so he's down 1. We just 2 for 1'd him. We didn't even do anything. Doesn't that feel good, guys? It's all right. We just land flooded again. We're at 5 lands in hand now. We just stop drawing lands now, it'd be fine. He does love his one toughness creatures. The Elvish Rejuvenators trade really well versus his deck, as do my Omen Speakers. That's a great card to draw here. I don't need lands. All the lands are going to the bottom. No lands. Kind of want my guide. Let's keep the Omen Speaker on top. I don't have to have the guide. Maybe we look for a bigger creature. But next turn, no, but this is a card and it's a valuable card. So I'm going to keep that just as it is. Next turn is a Rejuvenator turn. Oh, it's going to fuck up this anyway. So I draw the Omen Speaker and then cast Rejuvenator. That's fine. And then we'll recast Omen Speaker. But this will fuck up the top stuff on my deck. It's fine. So this stalls the board, which is what I want. Aether Tunnel. Okay. I was gonna go Rejuvenator into Wolves and race. Could still do that. I now have a Dwindle too. Next turn maybe it's not Wolves, maybe it's Omen Speaker plus Dwindle. Stop that damage. Take the land. Snapping Drake, Twins, and Oracle to the bottom is not ideal. Hit him for 1. Okay. Have to take another 3 because this fucking annoying tunnel. He's land screwed again. I wish we hadn't drawn this fucking island. Alright, let's fix our stuff. We've seen it invoke the divine. So maybe not. I mean, he's only doing 3 to us. We're doing more than that. He's played no creatures yet. We could get Essence Scattered here. Didn't see an Essence Scatter from him last time, though. So, if it happens, it happens. Alright. I'm going to hit him for 2. 2/3 of his tunnel damage to us. Wolves versus Spider here. Prefer Wolves. Dwindle it is. Omen Speaker into Omen Speaker. I like it. Alright, let's take a look what we've got. Don't want that. Do want that. Let's go ahead and dwindle this asshole over here. And get in for 2. That's 7 land again. Flooding so hard again. Or maybe my opponent's just screwed. Who knows? Invoke the Divine. He did have it in hand because my opponent had 3 mana, has all the answers he needs to my entire deck, apparently. Okay, we're on a pretty tight clock all of a sudden. Dwindle again for him is super good. Ah, Luminous Bonds, of course. Sure. All the answers on 3 mana. We drew dead. Got one more draw. Neither of those do it. Right, neither of those do it. He hits me once next turn, I only get 1 more draw. So those both have to go to the bottom. Yeah, it is a little ridiculous on my opponent's part right now. With 3 land, he's able to kill me just with the fucking Drill Master with either tunnel. I have a removal for, I mean, I have Dwindle is good for me right now, as is Naturalize. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that matters in the deck. I don't think there is. I think those are the only 2 cards that stop this nonsense. Well, that doesn't fix anything for me. We're still dead next turn. I can't draw the card. It's just a... I mean, we could have gone Oracle into that, but this is no good for us. Okay, so this is a concede. We'll lose game 2. We'll lose game 2 to him having 3 mana. All right, we get one more interaction here. I'm going to throw in fucking Totally Lost at this point. Probably not 2, but probably 1. I think the guides don't trade very well with his deck. I'm going to pull one of them out. Maybe both of them out. Second Totally Lost, perhaps. All right. Cut Rejuvenator? What the hell are you on, man? You've said that twice now. He has 2 Swift Claws and a Drill Master. Do you realize how well Rejuvenator trades with him? There's no way I'm cutting Rejuvenators. It's a terrible idea. What does flying do? So flying is it's a creature effect. A flying creature can only be blocked by other creatures with flying. So it lets me fly over his blockers. Flying or reach, that's true. There is another second way. So he's just scryed again. So we just 2-for-1'd him. It's nice. So we've got turn 2 Druid of the Cow to stall his board. Turn 3 Drake. Seems fine right now. There's another 1-1 that Rejuvenators trade with. Anticipate could be good for the dig, maybe. I mean, I'm just losing to Aether Tunnel right now, right? Wish I had a Rejuvenator in hand right now. It'd be so good. Omen Speaker's pretty damn good too. How excited am I about getting a Drake down on the board? I'm more excited about not taking any damage to his nonsense early game. And fixing my next 2 cards. Alright, let's Omen Speaker here. Let's get rid of the land. Keep that. Yeah, if you're one of my viewers and you don't watch Magic a lot, the overlay you can mouse over your screen watching me to see what my cards do. He just mirror imaged a fucking Vanguard. Sure, it's 2 life a turn. It's gonna be a lot. Let's get the Drake down. 1-3 is doing what they're supposed to be doing, stalling out the board.
You have returned.
It's hot. What? Welcome back, man.
1 year, wow.
1 year, wow, indeed. But we've got a lot of value in our hand, and my suspicion is our opponent doesn't. So let's start with our value. Skyrider down. Let's go ahead and pay that. I actually take 4 for doing that. I should have boosted the Omen Speaker. Oh well. But I do want to set up for the Colossal Majesty, so should have been Omen Speaker this turn, Drake next turn. Incoming Dwindle. Knightly Valor. Okay. I just take 5. We're going to 2-for-1 him with Totally Lost. Land actually isn't even bad here. Alright, let's go to the combat phase. We're going to boost up our Omen Speaker. Let's go ahead and swing. All right. It's a lot of healing, I guess. I guess he got some value out of that Mimic Beacon, for sure. Okay, kind of been expecting this. Let's go ahead and declare blockers. Let's kill one of the cats. Let's block the knight. 2 blockers. Inspired charge is actually really obnoxious here. Goes to a 4-3, kills it. Goes to a 3-4, kills it. All right. Let's go ahead and make him draw the Swift Draw again, though. Swift Claw again, though. Just trying to decide if I want to keep the Omen Speaker alive and take 7. I don't want to. Let's go ahead and make him draw that. And to stop drawing lands. We've got more than enough now. Alright, let's go ahead and play Colossal Majesty. Help us refill our hand here. I am going to pay that. And boost up the Drake. I don't think I can attack this turn, though. Dwindle, of course, is the worst thing he can do to me right now. Except apparently swallowing on my own. Yep, Drill Master's a bitch for sure. Not blocking that. So I take 4 here. I need to draw creatures. I need to draw blockers. Inspired Charge really blew me out there. Oh, of course. It's Invoke the Divine time. I should have known. He's got all the fucking answers again. I'm really pissed. This has happened for... It's kind of unreal, the responses he's had to my plays in these last 2 games. Like, every time he needs this card, he's had that card. Every single fucking time. Kind of unreal, man. I've got to get creatures on the board now. That's such a good draw for us. Because it draws and draws again. So I'm dead to like another wide Inspiring Charge style effect. Him drawing land's good for us. Him getting health back, of course, is not great. I'd like my twins would be what I'd like. Can block 2 creatures. That's why I played land last turn, so I could play land this turn as well in case I drew something interesting. Let's go see what we draw. Oops, that's 1 extra mana. Sure. More land. Let's drop a forest and pay that. Boost up our Oracle there. I don't feel safe to swing yet, but I need to start swinging. I mean, he's at fucking 28 health. So if I only leave 2 blockers open, he gets through for 5. It's not okay. We've had 2 double draws and we got double land out of it. All right, I mean, this is how we lose games, right? We just draw 25 fucking land. 6 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 land. He's on 6 land. That means 5 extra fucking cards we've drawn are just dead. I have so many big threats in here. I've got 2 Dreadmaws in there, a Twins, and a fucking Seer. Totally lost is good for us here. Maybe good enough to swing. Guy's got 6 creatures on board. I can only block 2. If I go down to only block 3. All right, I think I have to start swinging. I might just die for this, but I'm not convinced that I can do much besides that right now. It's another creature. His board gets wider. Wide board is already scary as fuck. He's up to 29 health because I can't stop the healing. Feels kind of bad. I need to get a Twins out with 2 blocker effects. Dwindle is seriously unexciting here. Remember, he's got Aether Tunnel in there too. So like taking damage means if he draws Aether Tunnel, I just lose. Well, not really, but in a world. Why did I not sub in the -2, -0s, the chills versus this deck? Chill would be so good, this deck. Considering just dwindling the fucking Swiftclaw. Swiftclaw, I mean, if I have a lot of creatures that I'm gonna draw that trade with the Swiftclaw. He's got 3 guys to go through right now, and it's too many. Even if I block all of them. So I need to remove the highest power creature. Feels bad. Okay. I mean, if he's running another Inspired Charge, I'm dead. If he's running the Indestructible trick, I'm dead. Like, that Invoke the Divine on my my Colossal Majesty was absolutely clutch for him. In the same way it was absolutely clutch to have Invoke the Divine versus my fucking Axe, and absolutely clutch to have Invoke the Divine versus my Dwindle. Maybe he's running 2 of them. Feels salty. Feels salty in my heart. Yes, Joey Serta. I literally just finished saying, why didn't I put those in? I have 2 in my sideboard. And you're like, you need that card. You don't say. Is cursing allowed in the chat? Yes, cursing is allowed in the chat. Yeah, he's on 7 lands. We're on 5, 6, 10, 11. So let's say he's holding 1 land, which is likely. Compare 8 to 11. I think it's not as bad as it feels, but it feels really bad. Yeah, I mean, let's counter our play like right now. We've got 4, 8, 9 cards, and 11 lands. It's in my title, chat. Where's my land dances? You guys have been doing it wrong. Oh, he's back. Sure. Another creature. Another threat. 1,000,000 health out of that one. The 39. Yes! You know what's actually not bad about the Rejuvenate right now? It pulls a land out of my fucking deck. And my Twins, which was the next card in my deck apparently, and my Dreadmaw, and my Naturalize, and my Omen Speaker. Alright, take it all back. There's nothing good about that. Alright. Okay. How do I ever break this board if he just plays a 2/2 creature every single time? 18 cards left. There's a ton of game left. At some point I have to start swinging. He's got 8 creatures and I have 6 though, and I'm at 7 health. And he has like 10 turns of my Drake swinging before something happens. Scholar is so good for us. Card goes to the bottom. Get another blocker and another scry. Seems good. I don't want to spend mana this turn.
A new subscriber arrives.
Hey, Lockdonin.
Fills you with determination.
It's a long time ago. Welcome back. That's what that is. Frilled Sea Serpent. That is a win condition for him. That card kills me. So I'm now on a bit of a clock. I need to get my other dwindle. It's a good card for looking for it. All right, so he's got 4, 5. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures besides the sea serpent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 blockers right now. Okay, can actually attack once this turn. Okay. I mean, I could totally lost the fucking dwindle. Just cost me 2 for 1 myself for it. 3 for 1 myself or something. Having to draw it again. Just feels like not a win. Axe. Does nothing for me right now. Can I do 40 damage in the fucking air? I mean, it just says so much health from these vanguards. Where does this come back down to? No, it's 2 turns till we lose, Kex. Not 5 turns till we win. We have to draw Dwindle. It's not a Dwindle. It's another blocker, though. So, let me count his attackers. Can't take any extra damage now. It's not true. I can take 1. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers in addition to the Sea Serpent. We can take what one of those go through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can attack with 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He attacks with 8. I block 7 of them. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can attack with 2. Okay. So let's switch the axe around. There. Let's go to combat. Yes. Okay. Dead to Aether Tunnel. Actually, I'm at 1 from Aether Tunnel. He has no creature above 2 toughness. Imagine how fucking good those sideboard cards are. I didn't think to put in would be. Fuck you, game. How much did I end up with? So he just drew. He has 10 lands on the board. I have 12, 13 lands on the board. I think we're just dead here, right? So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. So I have to attack. He has a flyer, so he blocks the flyer. He blocks my biggest flyer, which presumably is the 9/7 if I make it fly. Can make the trampler fly. So if I attack with this guy as a 7/7 flying trampler. So he blocks the 6/5. He takes 7 plus 4 is 11, plus another 4 is 15, plus another 2 is 17, plus another 2 is 19, and he lives at 1. All right, let's swap this over to the lowest power flyer, which is here. The trampler doesn't do anything for us here, right? So we're definitely paying this target. His question is who? Can't be the Oracle. I mean, he just chump blocks all the non-tramplers. Axe on trample? I don't think so. I don't think axe trample does anything. I counted the +1. He's at 1. We give him a chance to fuck up here, but yeah, maybe if I was just going to swing with everything, I shouldn't have given him the chance to block the Dreadmaw. He's at 1. If he blocks correctly. Which he already has. Yeah, maybe I should have attacked with Dreadmaw on the ground. Maybe that's the fuck up here. But I mean, he could have blocked that efficiently enough to survive. Yep. Okay, GG. We let him at 1. He could have blocked for 6 though, couldn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he could have blocked differently. The Surge Mare is unblocked. Surge Mare absorbs 5 of it. He absolutely could have blocked the Trampler on the ground. Even with 8. Trample is not 6 guaranteed, guys. It's only 6 guaranteed. It's only guaranteed in the air. And we got our full air damage down. It's just a simple matter of having, I mean, if we had like chill right here, it's just a simple matter of having 1 less damage. Maybe if we had been a little bit more aggressive with pushing with the air creatures earlier, but honestly, like, he just had good answers. He had good answers at good timing. He killed our double draw card. If we had double draw on a stall board like that, we would have beat the shit out of him. Kind of pisses me off. I'm a little salty about this one. I'm a lot salty about this one, let's be honest. It was a very close set of games. I didn't sideboard in Uncomfortable Chill, and that's just a huge mistake on my part. That would have been amazing in there. I just forgot we had it. The first 2 times we saw him, he beat us with a single. We beat him once. He beat us once with Aether Tunnel. Aether Tunnel was the big problem for us. I didn't even think about how wide his deck was because we didn't see a lot of his deck. We didn't see a wide play from him. So this would have been really good had we known the cards in his deck. Totally Lost did good work for us, but it wasn't good enough.